So the devil has struck again. Can't help it. Apparently, Warren finally dropped out. And just as predictable as the sun rising, demons have infected people's hearts and minds. And that is why she did not win. She was not elected. She was not brought to power because demons had a lot to do with it. Now, you might say that sounds preposterous, that sounds absurd, right? Well, I tell you, it's not absurd. Demons do exist.
To understand what I mean, just hear what I say.
Pelosi, the good old sage of feminism, next to the god empress of feminism, Hillary Clinton, have discovered that elements of misogyny undermined women like Warren. So, how many delegates did she get?
That's strange. That's the question I want to ask you.
64 delegates. Jesus Christ. Look at all the misogyny that exists in the Democratic Party. Wasn't Republicans that did this shit, now is it, you dumb son bitches? That's the amazing part about this. It clearly is elements of misogyny. It must be the devil that made it so Warren wouldn't win. 10 times the vote, almost, for Biden, between Warren and Biden. A man who is about to be declared senile, if he can help it, because early onset dementia is a thing. Dementia is a thing. And he clearly has parts of it. Look at all this misogyny. This misogyny is great. Look at the chasm of misogyny. But guess what? The man that tried to buy the election in the Democratic Party, you know how we hate billionaires and millionaires and billion millionaires?
Billionaires. I am not a billionaire. Millionaires and billionaires. Enough is enough.
Shit like that. That guy didn't do good. No, he didn't do very well. And where was Steyer? Steyer was a dead last. Yeah, that other billionaire that needs to stop Trump at any cost didn't get a single fucking delegate, but he also dropped out, so go fair, right? The Tulsi Gabbard only got 2. I'm blaming misogyny on that one too, actually. Why not? I would have voted for Tulsi Gabbard in the general. Tulsi Gabbard. Jesus Christ, my English is horrible this morning. Tulsi Gabbard would have had my vote for the Democratic Party had she had won. I would have definitely have voted against Trump for Tulsi. She's a lady of principle. She's somebody that can lead and demonstrates that by her willingness to work with others that she might disagree with. That is a powerful demonstration of leadership, in my opinion. And since I'm a doctorates of leader, you could say, well, that's an appeal to authority. Well, fuck you. I don't care anymore. She clearly can lead, all right? She is a leader. They wouldn't have put her as high in the ranks with her reservist status as they would if she wasn't capable. Just saying. And she still goes active duty. That's the cool shit about it. Combat medics are badass. They go in the middle of fire, and not by like fires and flames. I hope you figured that out. And they go in there to save people's lives. Friend or foe sometimes. It depends. Most friend first, obviously. Let the other guy bleed out. We shot him in the first place, right?
I'm some water.
Thank you.
Go away the hill. I'm not going to subscribe to your punk ass. You are trash. I got in an argument on the hill regarding misogyny. And let's read some elements of this. I want to see what Miss Pelosi said. Right down here. I so wish that we had a woman president of the United States. And we came close to that. The fuck you did. I do not think there is. I do think there's a certain element of misogyny. Every time I get introduced as the most powerful woman, I almost cry. Because I wish it were not true, she added. You're right. You're trash. You put forth articles of impeachment and threw around your fucking attitude in the House to get it done. We all saw that little fun meme, didn't we?
Article 1 is adopted. The question.
The first female speaker said she believes that some of the sexist bias that women face is subconscious on the part of others. Oh, I bet. Many of them will tell you they have a strong mom, they have strong sisters. But she said, but they have their own insecurities, I guess you would say. However, Pelosi added, I think the American people are ready for a woman president. I never thought we would have a woman Speaker of the House before a woman president. Because if you want to talk about tradition or whatever that is, this is a marble ceiling, not a glass ceiling. Now here's the fun part. I want you to notice this real quick. Apparently, it had to be the right woman. I want you to notice who was mentioned and who wasn't mentioned. Because I did. The Tulsi Gabbard has not dropped out. I hope you guys realize that. She's just been barred from every debate stage ever. Why? Because certain people are bitches. She still remains, and I think she should remain until the end. My personal opinion. I think she should get the votes. Because Biden's fucking insane. Sanders is a cult leader. And everybody else dropped out. So, what do you got left? You want a female leader? Vote for Tulsi. Oh, she doesn't toe that party line? Well, shit, man. Sorry. Who cares? I don't fucking care. I'd vote for Tulsi over all the other ones. Trump, Biden, Bernie. Fuck all three of those people. They have zero integrity, in my opinion. Well, Trump has a little integrity, but his mouth usually shoots that down, so it's like, yeah, you know. I think we had great candidates. They represented different points of view. Amy, a more moderate middle American. No, she was leftist. Articulate spokesperson for her point of view. So proud of her. Also, Elizabeth. To get down to the final two who are still in the race. And describing the Massachusetts senator as so knowledgeable. She's a bullshit artist. Okay? Bullshit. Bullshit artist. She don't know shit.
No matter what you might like, nothing's going to change that.
So I want you guys to understand that misogyny was definitely the problem. As some of the comments and whatnot I read from the Hill, especially since I posted, apparently what I've noticed is when the misogyny turns up, it must be because they lost. They can't blame themselves for a bad thing. They can't blame themselves for losing. No, you can't do that. It's got to be something else. It's got to be somebody else's fault. It's never your fault, right? You never did no foul. You didn't demonstrate leadership. You didn't demonstrate that you could lead. You didn't have a policy or a platform other than Orange Man bad and socialism, free shit for all. No. It's got to be that misogyny, right? Right? Yeah, that's totally it. It's got to be. I can't help but notice that when women get their ass handed to them, well, particular subset of women, I will say, that they blame misogyny. It never fails, right? And it particularly ones are the newborn feminists. Born-again feminists, third wave, whatever you want to call them. These are the ones that are intersectional feminists most of the time, where every sexist, racist, homophobic thing is out there, and it's all that fault rather than their own. They got to blame somebody else for the failure of themselves. That's really what it comes down to. It's somebody else's fault but them. There's other people that talk like this. Sore losers. People that have never lost. People that don't know how to deal with loss. They are never self-reflective in their failures. Those people are poor leaders. So the ones that are spouting Muh Misogyny, how horrible things are, how everything else is somebody else's fault but their own, there's two things to consider in this great grand scale of Muh Misogyny. It was a primary. It wasn't the general. So the only people voting for Democrats were Democrats. So if you want to claim misogyny exists, you can't prove that it was in the Republican Party, because I don't think there was a man or a woman running in against Trump. There was a few men that were running against Trump. I saw like 6 or 7 on the ballot, which was weird. But Trump fucking cleaned house. If you saw my numbers thing yesterday, or my last video rather, yeah, he raked in the coal, man. It was a landslide for Trump on the Republican Party. That was pretty obvious that was going to happen anyways. He won like 90% of the popular vote in nearly every state, but like 2. Yeah, and you can guess which 2 those were. But the Democrats were all over the place. Bernie and Biden are neck to neck right now. But it's amazing to me that since they don't like the electoral college, that they made a super electoral college that can swing the vote any which way that they pay it to. That sounds very democratic for a Democratic Party. It's amazing. But anyways, I digress. I couldn't help but see this come across my feeds. I commented in the comments because why not? And I got people yelling at me saying I was an incel. That was amazing. I've been married 18 years. How's that possible? That's news to my wife. Involuntarily celibate, but married with 4 kids. I don't know how that works. Oh, and then some people pitied my wife. Because clearly I treat women poorly. That's why I'm still married for 18 years. That made sense. Oh, and it never fails. Somebody always looks up my profile and says, "Oh, you went to University of Phoenix. You must be a dumbass." I was like, I've seen what goes on regular college campuses. Are you fucking insane? I would not work there, let alone go there anymore. Not even in the 90s, when I would have been in college. No. What? So I can get a degree from Brown or freaking Green Bay or shit, Yale, Harvard, mate? Fuck that. No. I wouldn't waste my money on those colleges. They're all fucking insane. Not only are they overpriced for what they've been teaching, but they indoctrinate your kids into this social justice nonsense. They have required and mandatory classes on unconscious bias and feminist talking points. Gender studies is required in most colleges at this point. If you didn't know that, you might want to look into where your kids are about to go. Anyways, you guys need to consider misogyny when you go to vote. Clearly, could you check your unconscious bias, which is not unconscious, and make sure that you vote for women? And yes, I said that way on purpose, because I want to be as offensive as possible. Fuck y'all. This is the Democratic vote. Y'all are sexist, according to your own party. Good job. I'm glad that when you guys lose and you vote for who you thought you were, and you guys are Democrats, your own Democrats say, "You sexist sons of bitches, you should have voted for Warren." Hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time.
How dare you insult me like this? Insolent fool!